And let's just jump into these. A lot of stuff to talk about.
But he came out, made his first public statements since he was diagnosed with cancer, and kind of reminding everybody why why people were questioning his mental capacities in the White House. Watch.
There's also been a lot of discussion recently about your mental and physical capabilities while you were in office.
You can see that. Mentally incompetent, and I can't walk, and I can beat the hell out of both of them.
Do you want to reply to any of those reports, and also to the fact that there are some Democrats who are now questioning whether you should have run for re-election in the first place?
Why didn't they run against me then?
If any viewers know what he's saying, please email us.
Okay, there's so much to unpack there. Can we just do this for a second? I have no idea what he said. None of the words made sense together. And then I wish we had the other angle, because there's two shots of this, and this one's with him facing forward. But if you see the camera behind him and looking at the reporter, he gets in real close, like he's going to sniff her or something.
And close talker, he's back.
It's back. And then she kind of at the end looks away like, I can't believe this just happened to me. She's totally creeped out. This is like more proof. Like, it's supposed to be, see, I'm alive, I'm doing well, but it actually is confirmation.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, we do that. We do that almost every night.
No, the Fox reporter was not out there. I wonder if that's a coincidence.
So tell us about when you ran into him.
So on the train ride up here, get to the Amtrak, get to Union Station about 10 minutes early, as one does. And I was like, do I get Chick-fil-A? Do I get on the train? I was like, get on the train. Don't want to miss the train.
A little Chick-fil-A
Walking
action.
out to the platform, boarding a cellar, 2172, and all of a sudden I'm about to walk on the platform, a couple SUVs come up. And I'm like, okay, this looks cabinet level. Obviously, President Trump and Vice President Vance are not traveling by Amtrak, but I know someone who does and did for a long time. And all of a sudden, there is former President Joe Biden getting on the Amtrak, and that changed my whole ride. I mean, I hadn't shaved in a few days, was wearing more casual clothes, and I was like...
And you spent a fair amount of time covering the White House.
I was like his vacation reporter.
Yeah.
3 years in Nantucket for Thanksgiving, St. Croix to ring in the New Year twice.
It's not
a lot
bad.
of weekends at the White House.
Oh,
So let's and of course, you went to straight to reporter mode, and this is what you got.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. President, how's your health?
Good.
Good. How long have you had cancer?
You did not get an answer to that one.
They did. Now, when I sat down and
Oh, man.
I knew he was on the train, he was in car 5. There was the bar car. I was one in front. And I was like, you got to write down, let's go. Maybe you can have this impromptu, interview.
And at that point, he had not spoken. No one had spoken.
No one had spoke to him. So the president kind of scooped him by talking to the press yesterday. I thought I was coming up here with some solid reporting, some fresh sound, some exclusive news. But I sat down. I was like, I got to write down some questions. Of course, I wanted to hear about his cancer diagnosis.
They write them. They still write on these notebooks.
Oh, a reporter always has to have his notebook. So I whipped this out. I was like, I was like, how are you feeling? How long have you had cancer? Because that's been a question.
It's the word.
Worse than a doctor.
I was like, was Robert Kerr correct in assessing you?
Yeah.
On further reflection, did AIDS cover up for you? Yeah, I had a few questions.
Those are all good
Did
questions.
President Obama turn on you? Nancy Pelosi?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
And as I recall, he had to lace into you one time for asking questions.
He sure did.
Oh, yeah. This is where he said, something about like running for re-election or something like that. And then he said, what are you, stupid?
Thanksgiving 2023, before it was in vogue, I went out to try to get a piece of President Biden. There it was.
Mr. President, are you too old to be running for re-election?
Stupid.
Why is Donald Trump beating you in the latest poll?
No, hell.
And then the smiles went away after that.
Okay, so I remember this interview, but because it was yelling, I never knew it was you. That's hilarious. He called you stupid.
And stupid is a dirty word in the Tomlinson family. If my children are watching, do not repeat that. But let's not forget, in July of 2022, 75% of Democrats did not want President Biden to run for re-election.
Right.
Okay. Remember, the aides would start to walk with the president to Marine One.
Yes.
And now they're all acknowledging that. Well, obviously, this was a real thing, even though they were shouting everybody down, calling you stupid for the mere suggestion that maybe we should be.
So you got nothing on the train. All you got was, I'm doing good. And then he went to sleep.
I made 3 trips back to car 5 to see the president. He was resting.